All right, today I've got a little project. So to remove this camper, I've got these jacks, tripod jacks, built by Ryko. Super burly, but I don't want them permanently attached to it. So I'm going to fabricate some receiver hitches. What I want to do is take this receiver hitch and mount it to the truck like so, using this bracket right here. So I'm gonna weld that bracket to the receiver hitch. That'll basically keep the jack from sliding out from under the camper, if that makes sense. So my good buddy Max has given me some pointers the other day, and this welder came with some pretty crap flux core, so we're gonna swap that out. This is 0.30, we're gonna put some 0.35 in there, just from Lowe's. And it's supposed to be a little easier to weld with, so we'll see. Not a seasoned welder, but so I think that should hold. Time for the next part. All right, so you guys can visualize the idea. Here's what I'm trying to do. So I welded this bracket here to this hitch receiver, and the whole idea is I'm gonna weld this tongue right here to the jack. That way I can just walk up to the camper, slide the jack in here and lock it into place with the pin and lift the camper. When I'm not using the jacks, I can just undo them with one bolt. Just pull that out and pull the whole jack and this hitch tongue out. That's the idea. Just trying to make it like really stable. So the problem is these jacks, I don't want to mount this huge plate to the camper and have to unbolt it every time. So I just want to make it a one pull deal. That way I can remove the camper when I want to. Right. Coming along pretty well. Gotta do a couple more. All right, check it. I think that should hold right there. I'm trying to see what I did there. All right, now we're gonna weld the next piece on here. Update you guys on what's going on here. So that welded right there. So I'm gonna finish this off. I mean, looks a little ghetto, but. So you can see how the camper sits really close to the bed and you can't quite get your hand up in there. So if you look up in there, you can see the turnbuckle there. I can't access the thing. I can't get my hand up in there. So I just have to cut a little section of the siding out so I can get my hand through here and access the turnbuckle so I can tie everything down back there. Here we go, moment of truth. Get everything all welded up. And the camper is technically not connected to the truck anymore, so we're gonna try to drive out from under it. worked. So before I just had these jacks just sitting under there, and it was crazy sketchy. So welded this stuff up just to kind of hold in place so it can't slide out very easily. And it worked. Cool. The truck looks weird without the camper. So the whole reason I took that thing off is because I got to varnish it and get it waterproof. All right, y'all. So we'll get the camper off the truck, and it's time to varnish it. Put a couple coats of varnish on it. I want to do that probably once every 2 years, I'd say, just to keep it waterproof. Let's get to it. Here we go. So it's a 1015 Captain's Varnish. I did 2 coats of this stuff before. I'm gonna try to buy a decent paintbrush. Don't want to go too cheap on it. Get some decent bristles. Yeah, we're just gonna do a couple coats and see if we can get this thing shining and all waterproofed up again. Stuff is really messy, so you're gonna want some kind of gloves of some sort. And at this point, I've already pressure sprayed the outside and cleaned it up pretty good too. Good morning, y'all. Beautiful day in Girdwood, and looks like it's pretty much dry. I'm not gonna sand it because I'm not going for a sanded look, but I'm gonna put one more coat on just to make sure it's super waterproof. Ooh. Look at the door, so shiny. Or this wood is so tight to the bed rail that I had a hard time like reaching my hand in there to access the tie down point. So I'm going to take the multi-tool and scribe that out so I can get my hand in there and access the tie down point. Right. So this is a multi-tool, super awesome tool to cut into anything and do exact cuts and fine kind of work for cutting. And yeah, works great. I built most of this camper with it. Yeah, so as you guys can see, I'm trying to make it so I can slip my hand up under here to access the turnbuckle right down here. So that's what's going on. Wow. This is why you don't buy a $35 multi-tool right here. I think the gears are getting stripped out inside of it. Whew. All right, here we go. Should be able to get my hand through there and access that turnbuckle right there now. This kind of sucks, but I think the gears are actually stripped inside this thing. I've only had it for a year. This should take like 30 seconds to do, but we're getting there. All right, that took way longer than it should have, but it's good. Get my hand through there and access the turnbuckle. So let's finish varnishing. Right. Oh yeah, man, mission complete. Whole camper's been varnished, 4 coats. This is what I use, Petite's 1015 Captain's Varnish. Stuff's like 140 bucks a can. Super expensive, but it's literally what makes it last. So, got the cutout so I can reach my hands through now. Got the jacks installed. And yeah, let her dry and load her up and go on an adventure. Well, there you go, guys. That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Peace, y'all.